How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's OB with a TMQ. Everything that I have is on the bottom right corner of the screen. I just want to take this time to thank everybody for listening or to finish the video, sticking around. Appreciate my subscribers. Appreciate my future subscribers. Everybody that stayed faithful to this whole situation. Just happy to be here. Um, it's good to talk about the Niners. Super excited. We got Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson. Signed them. Tavon Austin is one of my favorite players. I watched him in high school, Dunbar in Baltimore. Then he went to West Virginia, had to follow him. Then he got drafted by the Rams. I was kind of upset. Then he went to the Cowboys, was kind of upset. But one thing that I can honestly say, both of them teams misused that young man. He's a very talented player. I think that he will be electrifying in this offense that we have, especially with all these reverses and double reverses, triple reverses, whatever we got, you know, playing for him. I'd love to see him in a wildcat situation with Devo at quarterback. There's so many, ways we could use him. Also with J.J. Nelson, same situation. We could have, Devo at quarterback, Tavon on the left, J.J. on the right, and just mix and match everything up. So, hey, I mean, many ways we can use both of them young men. So, like I said, I'm very, 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 very excited to have them guys. We also have Brunskills working at both right guard and center. So we got to open up that for position changes. And I know we talked about taking on Jordan Reed. Approach. We bringing him in slowly. Dealing with so many injuries. So hopefully that he could go a whole season, healthy and be successful. Big thing, practice started. Well, not practice started, but pads on today. So a lot of players excited to play. A lot of players are happy to be out there. On a good note, we got Brandon out there balling. A lot of people really, raving over him, saying that he may be better than Debo. It's not to say that Debo not good, but they speaking highly of him. He already ahead of most of the rookies that's already out there. Seemed like he already been there, so a lot of people got their eyes on him. Also, KB is out there balling. We've seen his work ethic during the off season is really showing up. They're showing that he coming out there looking fresh, looking youthful, out there balling. That's a good thing. We also have McKinnon out there balling, also put him at kick return, punt return, things of that nature. So it's exciting to hear and see that. So I mean that's a big plus. And I prefer Tavon Austin to be back there returning punts, but McKinnon can also do it. I think them two need to battle during practice, but I really feel like Tavon Austin should take that position. But his coach's call. McKinnon also been working hard, very shifty, very fast. Got field vision. So I would love to see him back there. So I, so far, Garoppolo looking good. Deep ball has got clinked up. During this whole training camp or practicing. They also said Quan Alexander 100%, and he made a comment saying the linebackers' chemistry is legendary. So that's a good start off of camp. Be coming out there balling also. Defense looking good. I seen one video with I think it was KB and Verrett going at it 1-on-1. KB caught a pass, 5 yard out, something like that. You can see Sherm is fussing him out, telling Verrett, "This is where you got to be, and that's what you got." That's the biggest thing about camp. You know what I'm saying? Having them leaders, and Sherm is one of them leaders. Um, Now, I can't really say who's the biggest leader. We could go with Kittle on the offense, but as long as we got players like that on both sides of the ball, it's gonna turn that offense and defense to push them to another level. So that's a big thing. So I'm glad to see that. And I know Shanahan was talking about uh, Jimmy Garoppolo and Kittle coming into the season with a linebacker mentality. So I don't really know, what I'm saying, what that's about, but I hope it's a positive thing. So I hope it's showing that, they're gonna be tough with it. So I just want to throw all that at y'all in the beginning. Shout out Alex Smith, even though he's not part of the 49ers, but hey, I used to hate him when he first came into the league was Singletary, but he's the Redskins now. He was at Kansas City also. He tore his, the leg situation. He's back. He got cleared to play, so shout him out. I hope he do well out there. Um, But yeah, like I said, I'm super excited with Tavon, man. I'm just gonna look at some stats and just to show you, just how good this player could be. You know, they already say he expected to make the cut. Because we already got a list of receivers. Dante Pettis still trying to really prove himself. I mean, I wish he could get his act together, but that'd be phenomenal. Um, so just a quick run of Tavon Austin. I think, like I said, he was very misused. Receiving, he was a receiver targeted 69 times, 40 catches for 418 yards, 4 touchdowns. Also was at running back. Um, Trying to look at the best stat. What it says, 36 rushes with 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's what Steelers. I'm sorry, with the Rams of 2014. But like I said, looking at him, he's very misused. I really think that having him in our offense is gonna push it to the next level. But him, especially when Debo being out, Debo out. We don't know how long he's going to be out. So we're looking at that to add depth. Like I said, we still got players working in, getting back, like Trent Taylor, for example. Working his way back in. We'll speak more on Jalen Hurd. We got some news about that. But man, I really like adding him to this team. I'm gonna read one thing. What Niners can expect if Tavon Austin make the 53-man roster, which he will make. This is ninernation.com. 49ers are bringing aboard Tavon Austin, free agent, but what should the team expect from the speedy former first-round NFL draft pick? The San Francisco 49ers have been a strangers to projects, and they'll be trying to. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. They will be trying their hand at another one of 2020 veteran wide receiver Tavon Austin. Like I said, you could play him receiver or you could play him at running back. Reports on Friday told the Niners we are going to bring aboard Austin along with former Arizona Cardinal wide receiver J.J. Nelson to a blister a wide receiver corps lacking both speed and veteran depth. That's one thing we did lack. Speed. That's always seen the reason. We never really have a speedster on the team at receiver. It's never really like speed. I know Debo pretty speedy. But I'm talking about, Goodwin was pretty fast, but y'all see what happened with him. We ain't talk too much on him. After Debo suffered an offseason foot fracture and followed wide out Travis Benjamin to opt out the upcoming season, also and surely the more hurdle off the two new additions, bringing at top 10 NFL draft choice of the St. Louis Rams. Back in 2013, yet Austin never truly lived up to the hype he received coming out of West Virginia. Like I said, misused. You look at, I'm not saying he Tyreek fast, but you look at Tyreek Hill, because he speak on, his 40 is a 4.34. Back before his rookie year, he was something to be excited about. And speed was certainly something that he had Coach Kyle Shanahan considered when targeting him over the past few days. But the numbers both between the Rams and Dallas never reached those desired levels of expectation for the top draft wide receiver. Like I said again, misusing this young man. He's a speedster. He's good. I think that we got him where we need him. Shanahan gonna have him looking like the receiver that he's lived up to be or should be. But like I said, I ain't gonna speak too long. I'm gonna speak on Jalen Hurd. So I'm gonna bring in Miss Brittany Burrell to speak on this injury report.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your girl, Brittany Burrell. I've been gone for a second, but I'm back in the prime time. All credit to NFL.com for this injury report. 49ers wide receiver Jalen Hurd feared to have suffered torn ACL. Let's get into it. So Jalen Hurd might have endured another devastating injury. The San Francisco 49ers wideout is undergoing an MRI after suffering what's believed to be a major knee injury in practice Sunday. NFL Network insider Ian and NFL Network's Mike Garofalo reported per sources informed of the situation. The fear is that the test will reveal a torn ACL. If it's indeed a torn ligament in the knee, it's a brutal result for the 2019 third-round pick who missed all of his rookie campaign due to a back injury. In his preseason debut last year, Hurd scored 2 touchdowns before suffering the injury. After a few setbacks, he was shut down for the year. The wideout was cleared for off-season activities in April. The 6'4" athletic receiver was expected to battle for a role as big as a slot. Big slot. My bad, y'all. Hurd's injury helps explain the Niners bringing in veteran receiver Jalen Brown for a workout, Garoppolo reported. With Deebo Samuel also dealing with the leg injury, the 49ers have been shuffling in wideouts. The team signed Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson on Friday. Well, I think that's all for me, folks. It's your girl, Brittany Burrell, here with the injury report.
I want to thank Brittany Burrell for that injury report on Jalen Hurd. Like I said, I had information on him. Debo also was out. Bringing in receivers. I know Dez Bryant is going for a tryout for the Baltimore Ravens. So it's like, I really like to have him, but Jaren Brown, I don't really know who he is. So I'm trying to look him up. I hope I said his name right. But I would love to have Dez. Like I said, he's been out for 2 years now. He's very healthy. I know he played through a couple of injuries while he was playing with the Cowboys and the Saints. But I really feel that would have been a good move. But like I said, we got Jaren Brown. I hope I'm saying the name right again. Let me see right here. Check something out for 1 second. Yeah, we bring them in for a workout. Let me see what they talking about. This is 49erswebzone.com. 49ers is working out veteran wide receiver Jaren Brown per report. The San Francisco 49ers aren't done taking a look at the veteran free agent wide receiver market. The team is working out former Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks wideout Jaren Brown, according to Mike Garofalo of NFL Network. The Cardinals signed Brown as an undrafted free agent out of Clemson in 2013. He registered 16 receptions for 220 yards with 2 touchdowns through 14 games with the Seattle Seahawks. In 2019, Brown has caught 16 passes for 1,500 yards. Woo. And 16 touchdowns through his 7 NFL season. Brown is a 30-year-old receiver. San Francisco recently signed, we already talked about Tavon Austin and J.J. Nelson to a 1-year deal. So, I don't really know too much about him. I'm definitely going to look at some film on him. I'm expecting y'all to do the same. I'm pretty sure y'all already looked at him, but it seems like, it's another guy just to bring in to fill another spot. I don't really see too much on him. As far as receiver-wise, is just have extra depth. So having him, nothing but more competition. So we really gonna figure it out. Like I said, me personally, I bring in Dez Bryant. That's my personal opinion. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Like I said, I would rather have Dez Bryant, somebody that's already established himself. He's really trying to prove himself at this point. So that chip on his shoulder is going to be huge. But on other news, I know it's kind of late, but we all know he got signed on Friday. It's George Kittle, $75 million All-Pro tight end. George Kittle agreed to a 5-year, $75 million deal with the team on Thursday. A person with the knowledge dealing to USA Today Sports, Mike Jones, the person spoke on condition of empty because the deal had not been finalized, but it's already been finalized. We are happy to have George Kittle for another couple of years. I'm glad to have him. Super excited to have him because the energy that he brings to the offense is out of this world. Like I said, he makes people better around him, offense and defense. The way he is, I'm super excited to have him. I'm glad that we got that contract done. It's well deserved. And, there's a lot of players, like I said, still in here trying to, prove themselves. I'm glad we got him on the contract, but I think this year we need to get that bowl, man. We definitely need to get that bowl. I really want Sherm to get a bowl before he left, before he leaves. And oh, as a matter of fact, shout out Sherm too for making that 10-year milestone, being in the NFL. That's a huge accomplishment, especially for his position. Being a corner. As you get older, people start to get slower. Muscles not the same. They try to push him to safety, but he's still playing the corner position. He playing it to the T. So shout out Richard Sherman on that accomplishment. So like I said, I'm glad to have Kettle back. I just wish everything worked. Get Debo back. Unfortunate what happened to Jalen Hurd. I hope that he get speedy recovery. They're going for the MRI, so hopefully everything come back clean or somewhat of being able to come back. But they already expect him to miss the season, so I know Debo coming back soon, so everything looks up to par so far. So it's lucky, we got depth. That's the biggest thing that we have, is a lot of depth. It's great. It is great. It is great. And I'm happy to have that depth. I'm glad that we made the moves that we made. So, I'm not going to speak too long, but I appreciate y'all for listening, staying true to the channel, being out here getting information. That's why I wanted to push it to Mondays. I want to take that week of getting full information so that I have a full, conversation with you guys. So let me know what y'all think about the video, what y'all questions y'all have, or things that y'all seen that y'all got questions about, because I would definitely do my research on getting the information. If you hear any injuries, anything like that, definitely flood it up. I'll put my email in the description. I will do, social media, all that good jazz. So yes, please send everything. Please. It's TMQ. Let me make sure I hashtag that TMQ. Hashtag rank up. That's a new hashtag for myself. I just want to start fresh. I want to be good, and I want to stay consistent on making these videos. So like I said, I need you guys to stay on top of it. Like I said, share, comment, like. The biggest thing, subscribe, because without y'all, this channel won't be nothing. So yeah, so bring in all the information that y'all have, and I really appreciate y'all. Sorry, and this gonna always be my last quote. I want to start saying a quote. Competition is the formula to success. I compete every day, dealing with different channels. I want to compete. I want to be the best YouTuber or whatever I want to call myself at this right here, especially dealing with the 49ers, because I'm a huge fan. Shout out to the San Francisco Kansas City game. This is the rematch of the Super Bowl. This is how the Super Bowl should have went. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all guys. Y'all have a good day, good morning, good night, wherever y'all at. Thank you.